Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today is a Patreon request and actually other people that are regular subscribers, and we are going to talk about home security and some of the things that I do for home security and some of the things, just tips and things that maybe you could follow too. So I'm going to try to keep you guys while we're out front here, in here on the front porch, because it's not windy out here, and it is really windy out there today. In fact, there's a red flag warning for fires. So I'm going to keep you in here as long as I can. So very first thing coming off the curb is trash. Something that I have preached about. I preach about every holiday, and that is, if you don't want people to know what's in your house, don't put the damn boxes on the curb. Meaning, if you get a new computer, a new flat screen, any big electronics, game systems, things like that, nice stereos. Of course, I don't know if the days of the big stereo, I think the days of the big stereos are gone, but you know what I'm saying. Anything that's nice, anything that's valuable that came in a box, don't put this stuff on the curb. Shred the box, put it in your trash. Put it in a bag, burn it if you can, or take it to the dump. Whatever you do, don't leave this stuff out on your front porch for shopping, or the curb for a shopping list for bad guys. Now, off the curb, first thing you get to is usually a front yard or driveway. Driveway sensors are very inexpensive. You can get driveway sensors on Amazon. I don't have any driveway sensors, mainly because my driveway is so short. It just does a very short loop right around here, and there's no place other than my I don't even know if you can see it, but my my mailbox post out here is the only place I can put a sensor, and anywhere it would point, it's going to be, because of the shortness of the horseshoe, and that my truck and my girlfriend's truck will always be cutting the sensor off. So it is, as far as like distance of the sensing could be, if you know what I'm saying. So I don't have a driveway sensor. I would if it was a narrow, just a regular drive-in driveway. But anyway, driveway sensors are very cheap. There's usually audible dings that go off inside, ones that talk to your smartphones. Everybody's got a smartphone now. Even ones that will turn on floodlights and sensor lights. So that is another option. Speaking of lights, you're now off the curb, you're through the front yard or into the driveway, and lights. What do you light your house with? Now, as far as lighting up the yard, maybe mulch beds, garden areas, I use these sensor lights. They're usually on a post. You can put them in your yard. They're solar powered. They have high and low intensities. This is actually the one that I use. I have two of them that I put on my flag, on my American flag. So as soon as the sun goes down, these come on and light the flag up. But these are really handy. They're really inexpensive. You can usually get them 2, 3, 4, or 2, 4, and 6. I think even 10 packs on Amazon. Watch the reviews closely, because there are some really crappy ones of these, but there are some really good ones of these. This one has been up for probably a year without an issue. This is UR Power, I guess. It's made in China. I don't know. I mean, there is a label on it, but it's 4 LEDs. It's nice and bright at night. A couple of them up your sidewalk, a couple of them up your driveway, a couple of them lighting up the front of your house or facing out from the house, because this light in a bad guy's eyes tends to blind them to seeing seeing the front of your house. Now, something else, hopefully the wind doesn't get too bad, but this is a solar panel, and this is a sensor light right in front of my front door. And then of course I have a porch light here, and there's a porch light there that just stays on all the time for me. But having these type of sensor lights that will turn on with motion. This one, of course, was turn on with a switch, but having lights like this that turn on with motion are also a good idea, especially once they're at your house. Now behind me right here is one of my security cameras. It's Wi-Fi. It goes directly to my phone. There's an app I can download. The camera was really inexpensive. I think the cameras were like $20 or $30 a piece. They haven't let me down. They're a little finicky sometimes, but that also has infrared for nighttime, and we'll see from where it's at all the way beyond my house to the intersection. And you don't know where I live, but to an intersection. It's a full house over, and 3/4 of my driveway this way, and then all the way to my front door right here. And so that is my front door security camera. It's all weather, it's Wi-Fi. You have to have a power outlet for it, but they're very inexpensive. There's of course security companies you can go with very high-end security cameras as well. These are very budget options for people that may not have the funds for that. I could have put them outside, I could put them on the different corners, wherever you can get power from, you can use some of these cameras. Again, Amazon's full of them, but pay very close attention to the reviews. All right, this brings us to the front door. We've gotten off the curb, we've gotten through the front yard, we've gotten through the driveway. We're so close to the house that sensor lights are going off, and you can see plainly at your front door with a security camera. What's next? Your front door. So, aluminum storm doors. Those aluminum lightweight storm doors with a little latch. Sorry, wait for this car to go by. Aluminum storm doors with the little push latch. It usually has a half panel, half aluminum panel down below, and screen or thin glass in the top. Those are trash. Take that piece of garbage off your house. Not only are they noisy when it's windy, but they offer zero security. Those are absolute trash. Take that off your house. If you have a wooden one, an all wooden one that takes like one of those rods for X-brace, that's an all screen door, take that piece of trash off your house. Get a security door. You can still leave your front door, back door, whatever door you put it on, you can still leave it open. It's got steel mesh, steel bars. Can somebody get into it? Absolutely. If a determined person is, if a person is determined enough, they'll get through your wall if they want to. But this actually holds a certain level of security. They come with security screws to where they can't be backed out with a regular tool. They usually have deadbolts. They usually have full doorknobs. Get a security door. You can still have open breezeways with a security door and leave your home secure. See? Secure. Don't worry, I'll only be backlit for a little bit longer. Now we're in the house. What can you do in your house to help keep your home secure? Well, one of the big ones starts with your windows. Not just blinds. If you have blinds and you have curtains, use them. They're opaque for a reason. If we wanted everybody to see what was in our homes, we would just take these off and have open windows, or these would be clear for some ridiculous reason. It is okay. If you want light in your house while you're home and not use ceiling lights and things like that, these are great options. Curtains are great options, blinds, things like that. But at night, close them. And something to note, close them up so that they do this up. Why do that instead of going like this down? Because a person can come up to your window and actually look down inside your house. So close them up for security. Now, speaking of windows, if you do not lock your window, I cannot help you. If you are not locking your doors and locking your windows, This is probably not the first video you should be reading. There's probably somewhere in your life you stopped listening and yeah, you failed. I used to live somewhere where I left doors unlocked. My car was always unlocked, my truck was always unlocked, my front and back doors were always unlocked. Windows, if I locked my keys in the house, I could always count on a window being unlocked and get in there. That was a long time ago, and it's a different society today. Lock your windows, lock your doors. Now, speaking of locking your doors and windows, a couple of other things that are oftentimes helpful are the bars. If you have a sliding door, I don't have a sliding door in my house, but if you do have a sliding like back door, to put a bar, not just lock the little latch that's usually on them, but to put a bar in so that even if the latch fails, it can't be opened only so far. And never rely on the little lock on the screen part of that sliding door. Those are trash, just like screen door, regular screen doors are trash. They offer zero security. Front doors. This is a metal door. This is a metal skin door with a wood core. Same with the back. Back is a metal skin door with a wood core. These are great for security. You don't want the lightweight hollow doors. You don't want the foam-filled doors. Foam-filled offers a certain amount of security as far as they're usually metal or aluminum skinned, but they offer almost no security for strength. And people, when these get kicked, when people try to break these down, there's two weak points. The door material itself, because of where the hinges go into it, and the surround, the frame of the door. Usually big surgery to bolster the frame area. So assuming your house is built right and it has at least double studs here, that's as good as you're going to get without doing major surgery to your home. But a good solid wood core door with a metal outside, metal skin, is absolutely a fantastic idea. Deadbolts and handles. These are junk. And it's on my house, but these are horrible, garbage, cheapest trash doorknobs you can get for security. But they do lock, and one day I will change them. But usually there's a lock here, and there's a deadbolt. You can get long throw deadbolts that go in deeper into your door jamb, into your framework in here, but most deadbolts at least give a certain amount of security. If you have them, use them. If you don't have them, just leave or if you're not going to use them, just leave your door open with a welcome sign. All right, so I first off want to apologize if you hear that high-pitched whining. You know those turbine-looking roof vents that spin in the wind? It's a windy day, and the lunatic that lives behind me, that's how their sound all the time. It drives me insane. So anyway, now we're through the house into my backyard. Backyard, again, a security door and a camera. That's the same camera as inside. I'll show you a still shot of what my phone looks like for those camera views, but it sees a good wide angle. I see my entire backyard with the exception of right here to my right. Just beyond this corner of the house, but you can see a short fence over there. That is the neighbor's fence, and this is just a block wall from there on. Without a sledgehammer or jackhammer, nobody's getting in there, but it sees all the way across this out into the yard, and all the way across there out to the yard. All right, for the sake of my sanity and yours, I came back inside. It's still my back door. It is an aluminum skin or metal skin door with a wood core. It does have a window in it, which is bad for security, but I already have that steel security door on the outside, so I'm not worried about the window so much. Fences. In the backyard, I have a 6-foot chain link fence all across the full back of my yard. There's a 6-foot privacy fence on one side, and I need to put a fence up on the other. Right now it's a 4-foot fence that actually belongs to the neighbor. Otherwise, I would have already done something about it. But fences are your friend. Every major security company suggests fences. Matter of fact, the only people that don't suggest fences are the liberal left, and that's on the border. They're okay with it for the White House, they're okay with it for their homes, they're okay with armed security for their own homes, but they are not okay for for us to secure the country in the same fashion. But it does work for your house. People say that fences just keep the honest burglars out. Well, fences keep a lot of people out. Fences keep a lot of critters out. Fences just work, and they work well. Now, my suggestion is not 3 or 4 foot chain link fences. They are 6 foot, 7 foot chain link fences, 6 foot, 7 foot privacy wood fences, things like that, or a block wall. Here in Arizona, block walls around your property are pretty popular. I know that in some places they're illegal. In other places there's laws pertaining to how much of a wall or fence you're allowed in your front yard versus your backyard and all that. So just keep your local laws in mind. So something I forgot to mention for indoors was lighting. If you have some sort of dim lighting, some sort of lighting that especially can be seen from front or rear windows, something that makes it look like you're up, something that makes it look like you're home, even if you're sleeping, it makes it look like you're up. Of course, I'm not saying have your house fully lit all the time, but the appearance of somebody being awake will discourage a large majority of people wishing to illegally enter your home. Now, a couple other things that are handy little tools, and I'm no expert on where to get these things, so I'm not even going to suggest any, but glass break sensors, CO2 sensors, of course your fire alarms. You can get fire alarms at Home Depot or Lowe's, fire extinguishers, things like that. These are all things that either help warn you that something is happening, or things to immediately respond to something that's happening. Now, of course, this leaves if somebody gets in your home. If somebody happens to get in your home, I have my beliefs. There's a lot of people that don't agree with it. I don't think that you should hunt people down in your home. If you have to, you have to. Okay? If you have to, you have to. But if you're in your bedroom and you can barricade or set an ambush there, there's a reason ambushes work so well in combat. Call 911. Let them know you're armed. Let them know you have an intruder, that you're in fear for your life. And while the police are on the phone, yell at the intruder that you are armed and that you have called the police. I personally wouldn't suggest trying to, start operating beyond your bedroom door. Let them kick the bedroom door in. Let them do that. Your ambush is going to be highly effective versus you walking out into their potential ambush. I just think the odds are greater of success if you are in a position where you get to ambush them. Now, this isn't for everybody, right? Last time I said this in a video, there was an angry mob of people saying, well, what about my daughter in this room? What about my son in this room? What about my valuables over here? Or you're just a pussy and you don't want to go get yourself. You know what? You can have your opinions about all that shit. And yes, loved ones are a big concern. So take that for what it is. Take it for what it is. Ambushes work, and ambushes work very well. If you are in a situation to where you can utilize an ambush for a bad guy, if he refuses to leave, then your chances of stopping him go up substantially if you're the one that gets to set that. If you're the one that gets to decide when, how, and where you confront him. Your home is your thing, your family is your thing, you do your thing, right? I'm not going to argue with you in the comment section about it. That's all I got for you for securing your home. This is sort of just a general wide lens overview of tips, of things, of small things you can do to help secure your home, some common sense things, and then of course securing yourself. You should always have something on you or within hand's reach at all times. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit like, share, and subscribe. Leave a comment down below, thumbs up, and yes, please share this, share the videos. Help me defeat YouTube and their censorship. Also, patreon.com. You can directly support the channel that way, as well as going to rttgunsgear.com. Hit up that affiliate link. If you want to do any shopping, use those links, and I get a kickback. It helps me out, which ultimately helps the channel out. Thanks for watching. We'll talk to you later.